Yeah, good win for our team. 14 conference wins. Great to do it at home. For those that don't know, I told these guys, I think Kent's been playing in the MAC for 70 some odd years. This is the fifth time in those 70 some odd years that our team has won 14 conference games in the regular season. So it's a great accomplishment for the group. It's nice to celebrate these two guys with their last game, here at Kent, being on their home court in front of their home fans, and appreciate all the folks that come to all the games, the students that come. I know it's spring break, so the students that were here tonight, band, cheerleaders. You see a lot of people that it's their senior year too. Just appreciate all of them for their dedication to what they do. That makes this a great place.
All right, I guess for both of you guys, obviously your time playing at Kent and the MAC Center's come to an end. You guys just want to reflect a little bit on what your favorite memories have been here.
You can go first.
It's a lot of memories here. It's been my time's been here amazing. I played a full year this year, and I think just tonight was probably my best memory. Just ending it off the right way with Rob, all the guys. Ringing the bell, having the fans there, and taking this momentum into Cleveland. So probably tonight is probably my best memory. My last senior night, my last game here at Kent and the MAC Center. It's just been a blessing and amazing to play here over the past few years. So yeah.
I guess I would say some of my favorite memories just being here. I haven't been here as long as Morgan, but just over the summer, just getting to know these guys and just having fun overall and just having them push me every day. Me coming off a back injury, it was great to just be able to have these guys come in here and believe me. And of course, playing with my cousin, it's been great. Didn't think it would ever happen, but it's happening now, and we play great together, so it's great.
Well, I'm sure you get that sort of surface level question all the time, like what's it like to play with a family member? But specifically, does that really boost your on-court chemistry a lot as well?
It definitely does. At first, I honestly didn't think that we were going to be able to play good together just because as kids, we never played together, ever. We'd never been on the same team for anything, but we just kind of clicked. And so it's just great to be able to just play with him and just really gel, and we talk to each other on the court all the time and we scream at each other every now and then, but we help each other, we coach each other every day, and it's great.
And then both of you guys, Rob and Morgan, how you doing back there?
Yeah.
What's it like? I know you guys have only had a brief stop here in Portage County, in Ohio, and Morgan, I know you're from Columbus, but specifically, what about this environment have you guys enjoyed in your brief time here in Kent?
Go ahead, Rob.
You want me to start?
Mm-hmm.
It's been, I came from UNLV, so it's definitely been a very different experience for me, but I also played in JUCO. So it reminds me a lot of my JUCO here, very small town, a lot of the communities just together here, and they support everybody here, and it's great. And, I love everybody. There's big stadiums that fit 15,000, 16,000, but when you pack a stadium that fits 3,000, it feels like just like that. And so when everybody comes in and supports us like that, it's great to see that every single day.
Kent's got a special place in my heart. A lot of people don't know. When I left Miami, I was looking for revival to my career. So I came here not knowing anybody, just thrown into the fire. My first practice here, ran 6 Miami Heats. Mm-hmm. I quit on the third one. But, I just love the competitiveness, the culture that the Kent, the basketball team brings, the culture around the community. People see us out, they say what's up, they see our poster everywhere, and it's just a blessing to be in a small town and be able to play in front of our fans every day. So I have nothing but love for Kent State at the end of the day.
All right, fellas. Thanks. Good job.
Coach, you had 6 players tonight score in double figures. 5 of them shot over 50% from the floor. What were you seeing from your guys offensively tonight?
Yeah, when we were taking care of the basketball, we had a good flow to what we were trying to do. It's just making sure we take care of the basketball. I thought at halftime, we had 9 turnovers at halftime. Had we not turned the ball over that much, I think our lead would have been, a lot bigger than it was. And then we didn't shoot the ball quite as well, it looks like, in the second half, but we got to foul line much more. We were playing more physically inside. We have good balance as a group. We shoot the ball pretty well as a group. And we have a good inside-outside balance. We just got to make sure we take care of the ball and value every possession.
You mentioned those turnovers, Coach, and I agree with you. It kind of felt like sometimes passes were disconnected, maybe going the other way for the Broncos. Still, obviously, you managed to get, like you said, get the free throw line. But those turnovers, is that a point of emphasis heading into Cleveland?
I mean, we got to play cleaner basketball offensively. They had 2 steals at halftime, 9 turnovers. That means 7 times we traveled, double dribbles, threw the ball out of bounds, stepped on an end line. Like, you can't have those turnovers and be successful in a 1-game deal. So, sometimes the other team pressures you and creates some problems. Tonight, certainly in the first half, most of those were self-inflicted. So, things we have to clean up when we're playing at our best. The ball's moving. We're getting a lot of assists, but we're also making sure we get shots on the rim every possession. And we didn't quite do that as well as I would have liked, but each game's different, and we'll come out on this week, work on those things, making sure we're making simple plays, and hopefully clean that up, up in Cleveland.
Both of your seniors that were in here, I asked them obviously what their memories were of their season here. Can you just reflect a little bit on what they've meant to the team this season?
Yeah, with Morgan, he came in, he redshirted half the year because he came in January, and he's just such a competitive guy. I think that's probably the best attribute he has is his competitiveness. And Rob, we didn't think Rob was a senior when we brought him here. We thought he had an extra year, and he may still try to fight to get that extra year. But according to the NCAA, this is his last year of eligibility. And quite honestly, we didn't know about it until about 10 days ago. So, Rob's worked really hard when he got here. He weighed about 40 pounds more like a kindergartner on what he weighs now. And there's still probably a way to go for him to reach his best, to reach his best. But he's done a lot of hard work to get himself to this point, and he is without question to me like the X factor for the team going up to Cleveland, because when he's playing well, he is really, really difficult to stop, and he creates so much problems when you have him and Rico both on the court, both playing at a high level. They create so much problems for the other team. So, him being able to play through fatigue, him being able to play consistently, if he can do that next week, it will give our team a great chance up there. And, he's only been here for the time that he has, but he has an opportunity to have an unbelievable impact on the result of this year. And then the last thing, again, I know I said it earlier, but just for both of these guys and the entire team, because I think sometimes it gets lost that to go 14-4 in this league is not easy to do. Obviously Miami's having a historic season in any college basketball, not just the MAC, a historic season in college basketball. And Akron over the last 2 years, I think they have 1 loss each of the last 2 years. So there's something like 40-something-2, or when you count the conference tournament over the last 2 years, like their run has been unbelievable for the last 2 years. So 14-4 normally wins the league. I mean, most years. And for these guys to do that, and knowing that we've played in the conference for 70-plus years, and this is only, it happened in 2001 when Kent went 17-1. It happened in 2006 when Kent went 15-3. It happened in 22. We went 16-4, and in 23, I think we went 15-3. So those 4 years, outside of that, this would be the 5th best regular season in the school's history. And these two, and Morgan and Rico, Rico's not a senior by eligibility, but he's a senior in terms of his 4 years here. Mag's not a senior by eligibility, but he's a senior with his 4 years here. Brendan Moss, not a senior by eligibility, but a senior in terms of their time at Kent. Those guys deserve a lot of credit for helping get this team to that point. And now, next week we all start 0-0. We won't find out for a couple hours who we're going to play, but we're going to have to even play better, next week, and harder and more committed to what we're trying to do to have success up in Cleveland. But I don't think anything should be forgotten about what these guys accomplished this year, or not appreciated, I should say, maybe not forgotten, but not appreciated, because sometimes, because these games are close, a lot of them closer than anybody would like. I think people are sometimes like, what's wrong with these guys, or what's the problem? Why are these games so close? Well, Western Michigan wants to win. They're practicing hard. They went down to the wire with teams. You go on and on. Bowling Green's pretty good. They beat Kansas State at Kansas State. We beat them both times we played them this year. Ohio's good. They're always good. Toledo, they went down to the buzzer against Miami of Ohio 2 days ago. Like, they're pretty good. So to beat those guys twice, down 18 at Toledo, come back and win that game, you name the games. I think a lot of times these guys in this group are sometimes a little taken for granted because of how unbelievable two teams or seasons are in our conference. So, just want to make sure these guys understand just how hard it is to do what we've done. 23-8, is that what it is? 23-8. 23-8 and 14-4 in the league. And now we got a new week, and everybody who goes up there'll be 8 teams that feel like, hey, I got a shot to go to the NCAA tournament. We're one of those 8. 5 teams in this league don't even get a chance to go. So we're one of those 8, and now we got to go up and play as best we can. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, hopefully, but Thursday for sure, and then see what happens.
So, Coach, if you could just clarify for me, Del Rico is a senior in his collegiate standing as a student. His standing here is a senior, but with 1 extra year of eligibility. Am I reading you right?
Yeah, it's not reading me right. That's what it is. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I have a lot of guys that graduate. He'll graduate in 4 years. He has another year to play.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was just a couple of texts I had from other people in our workplace about, he's listed as a senior anywhere, media guy.
Oh, yeah. You know what? That year came back during the season, so maybe that's part of the reason why he put an appeal in. We put an appeal in on his behalf because he had gotten injured, and he won that appeal. So, so he has another year to play basketball.
Do you expect that next year he'll be a part of your team?
I have no idea. I don't have any idea on any of these guys, quite honestly. I mean, that's the season. Whenever the season ends, everybody talks to their families and figures out what's in their best interest and what's the best thing for them moving forward, and what's the best. And I do the same thing. What's the best thing for us moving forward as a program? So that's college basketball now. So Morgan's a transfer. Rob's a transfer. I have some freshmen. I have some 4-year guys. Rico's a 4-year guy. Mag, a 4-year guy. BMO, a 4-year guy. But all 3 of those guys have years to play. And those conversations, hopefully they don't have to happen for a couple weeks. Right? The better we do, the longer it takes to have those conversations.
Currently, as we're standing, we're going against Bowling Green here in the first round? Or
I think that's going to depend upon the Ohio Miami game. Yeah, I think if Miami wins, we play Ohio. If Kellen, am I right? If Miami wins, we play Ohio.
Yeah.
If Ohio wins, we play Bowling Green.
Either way, do you like both of those matchups?
I mean, either way, we got to play really well on Thursday, and we'll prep for them. We played Bowling Green twice, 2 really tough games. Played Ohio just once at home, and it was a really tough game. And quite honestly, when you go up there, you can forget about, your record, you're this, you're that. We got to play as well as we can play up there, and forget about who we're playing. We just play as well as we can play. And, I would like to think that'll be good enough if we play really well up there, regardless of who it is. So we'll find that out in a little bit, right, Kellen? We'll find that out. Whenever that game ends, I'm sure the MAC will announce it, but I'm pretty sure if Ohio wins tonight, we play Bowling Green. If Miami of Ohio beats Ohio, we play Ohio. And you know what? We'll find out tonight. We take tomorrow off, and then we start our prep on Sunday.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah.
It was a 3-point game, 71-68 in the second half. Were you doubtful at all about winning this?
No, we've been in a lot of those. You've come to almost all these games. Like almost every one of them has gotten to. What was the score when you said?
71-68.
Yeah, almost everyone has gotten to 71-68, or if not 71-68, 74-73, 75-72. Like every game has gotten too close for comfort, just about. And we have come up on the right end of the vast majority of them. So it seems like our guys play their best when it becomes a one-possession game. And it seems like our guys do not play their best when we get up 11 or 12. So, you know, I wouldn't say it was never in doubt, because it was in doubt the whole time. But you know, in terms of my confidence level in our group, that was never in doubt, because we have been in this situation a ton, as you guys all know, because you cover each game. So, sort of seems like this is what we do. Awesome. Thanks, everyone. Thank you, guys. I hope I see you in Cleveland.